Congressman Richard McCormick, Republican from Georgia, also on the House Foreign Affairs and Armed Services Committees. Good to see you, Congressman.
Good to see you too, thanks.
This is the first time that Zelensky has addressed what we all watched go down in the Oval Office. Donald Trump suspending aid last night to Ukraine. Europe had said, well, we're going to up our spending. It does seem like the minerals deal will move forward, but Donald Trump's always left the door open to that, even when it unraveled last week. What do you think the next play is here with Zelensky? And obviously putting out a pretty lengthy statement, and I think we can put it up there. Not necessarily an apology per se, but the first time he's really addressed what many say was a hand he did not play too well last week.
I think anybody who watched it from the start to the finish understands that it's a lot bigger issue than we initially made it out to. If you just watched a small clip of President Trump and J.D. Vance talking to Zelensky, you thought, oh, they're blowing him a little bit. But if you watch what Zelensky's behavior was from the start of the event, he misplayed dramatically. I've been in support of Ukraine all along, but I think this is absolutely the wrong way to go about it. He fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. I think he has an ability to recover now. I think Trump has played this brilliantly as far as getting him back to the table and doing it on his terms. And I think it's going to result in good things ultimately.
All right, let's talk about good things happening in our country. The renewal of the American dream is the theme of tonight's address. Not just the nation will be watching, but we know the world, as Ukraine and other issues globally may come up, including potentially what's happening in the Middle East. But of course, the Democrats, all they want to do is disrupt. From what we're hearing, you know, things about walking out and noisemakers. Here's a little bit more of what they may have up their sleeve.
I would
do
not attend. Do not attend. Do not attend. Part of, you know what? We'll have more time to talk about it. I'll be taking wagers on my Instagram account about if the Democrats are going.
I think that State of the Union speech is going to be a farce. I think it's going to be a MAGA pep rally, not a serious talk to the nation. And I'm just not going to be a part of that.
Well, that was Joy Reid's replacement, by the way, over MSNBC, so expect more of that tonight. Are you disappointed in how the Democrats are acting, Congressman?
It's not surprising at all. Look at what happened on my recent town hall. If you want to talk about antics and what they're trying to actually angle towards, this is disruptive behavior. We expected it. I'm a big person on decorum. I'm a military guy for 20 years. That we need to be respectful no matter who the president is, but especially right now, the Democrats, if they don't show up, that's the best possible thing that can happen. I mean, more room for the rest of us. And we want to hear that thunderous applause for the great things he's doing. But if they're going to make noise and be disruptive and be disrespectful, that's just another page of their playbook that's stale, and it's why they lost the last election. And well, they'll probably lose the next election, quite frankly, if they continue that sort of antics.
Let's talk about some work DOJ is doing at the Pentagon. The spokesperson, Sean Parnell, put out a video of the findings. Let's play a little bit of it and get your reaction.
In the Air Force, $1.9 million for holistic DEI transformation and training. At the Defense Human Resources Activity, $3.5 million for support to DEI groups. And how about this one? $1.6 million to the University of Florida to study social and institutional detriments of vulnerability and resilience to climate hazards in African Sahel. You see, folks, this stuff is not a core function of our military. So we believe that these initial findings will probably save $80 million in wasteful spending. Again, $80 million in wasteful spending just right here.
So how did the Democrats complain about that?
Well, first of all, I want to make a slight course change on this. We in our hearings and we in our armed services committees actually got rid of that last time. So in our new budget, we actually got rid of the DEI training. We made sure that the money was diverted towards quality of housing. We did a lot of hard work on the minutia of that bill to make sure it was all the T's were crossed and all the I's were dotted. So I get that that's been spent in the past. Hopefully it will never be a problem. Well, Republicans are actually in the majority, but we want to make sure that's permanentized, that it doesn't happen again. And I hope it helps us do that, write that into permanent law.